Hello everyone, this is Fenrir Slycon. That's Shadow. We're here for another game of Surviving Mars. In the last episode, we had just gone through a cold wave, and I had some Mars facts, but I just wanted to clarify. So Mars is like a little more than half the diameter of Earth, but has 1/3 the gravity. So that's the two numbers I was thinking of. But because spheres like their volume and surface area changes, it only has 1/6 the volume and 1/10 the mass. So just wanted to kind of clarify, make sure I got all my facts right. We also have our dome, which we don't have a name for yet. That's all right. I also want to rework this one. So I want to move over the grocery to here where we can't use the full one and put another residence. We could potentially think of putting
Sector scanned.
art.
Anomaly found.
Oh, this one needs crystals instead. Ooh, wait. Oh no. Small one needs crystals. But we can't build it because it needs crystals. Okay. We do have a few kind of crazy people from the disasters, from it being cold. So we'll kind of build these, and these will become a resident. And we should be pretty good on workplace. We can start working on one of these. The other thing we could do, I don't know if it would be a little cheating, but we could tech trade with the colonies, and it looks like they'll be willing to do it. Partly it's because we started with like meteor defense and some of those technologies. So we end up, oh, I can't get rid of you. Oh, let's see it. Let's see if one of the colonies will get. So we'll have this one be a tech trading. We'll lie on. It's a mechanic in the game, so see if what they'll do and if they will. Blue Sun, will you give us any technologies? Yeah, low G is one
Research
we've already
complete.
had almost done, but also see about your and Wes, you trade in technologies with us? Yes. Oh, this is a really good one. This one always use the other fuels. Should we try one more? You are base wire in good. So we have to wait 5. Okay. Okay. I think that's worth it just to get some of these basic techs out. And it's something I would consider doing on a normal game anyways with rivals. So also thinking about rivals, what's the next? Okay, so we've gotten all the basic ones that like they would go for. So we're fine on milestones too. I would like to get the decommission protocol next so we can actually fix our dome a bit. Open you up for our night shift. And I think once they recover from sanity, we'll be better off. Now that we have machine parts, we should open this up. We want the fuel. And we do have a rocket at Earth that we can bring Mars. We can start actually making use of this dome too. So let's get this one kind of flushed out. Kind of put our basics in. And get a grocer. Have one. What am I missing? Grocer, armory, diner. That is pretty much all of them. You can get a few others. And then we can start getting these crystals too. and thinking about a distillery too. So let's get more people. And let's see. I don't think we did great on forest. Let's just see how many we have left. Station? Only 4. Have more of you guys come in. Here we grab all of you. Like it. And let's do the just for the unspecialized. We could also bring officers and scientists to do some sabotage or like stealing of things from our rivals after we've finished trading with them. Many guys bring you over. Launch anyways. We'll be fine when you get here. You almost have everything built anyways. Get a living complex. Fun. Metals. I'm worried about metals. We do not have a ton. Question is, before you reach both of these? I don't think so. In fact, it might be a little bit too far, so we want our tourists here.
Sector scan.
At least for now. And with that, we should be pretty good. I probably should have waited. We'll send these ones back with our tours, and then with our new rocket, we can potentially hit a few more planetaries. I do want to start making use of deposits. The hydrocarbon one would be kind of fun because it's a new one, and we did just get the tech by researching it. How are we looking on? We have unemployed. I think we have unemployed because some of them, I actually don't know. We have open job spots. So I'm 100% sure, unless it's a sanity issue. It could be. Let's get you back to Earth. A little bit of money, not fun. Oh no. Oh, they didn't give us a warning for this one. Okay. I've actually never failed this milestone before. But yep. You didn't even give us a warning. I should have checked the map. There was not... It would have been tough for us. I have to say we are expanding slower than I would have liked. I've almost never missed one besides the lower ones, so that's alright. We have definitely a harder kind of setup, so I'm not too worried about missed milestones. We're going to have that as a kind of condition or something, but it is kind of interesting. That's what happened. Get a ramp down over here. Check to make sure our guru hasn't picked up any traits from any of the stress. Looks pretty good, so I think everyone's healthy. I don't know why. We all good now? We do have extra jobs. And we lose a planetary. One for resources. We'll see if we get back to...
Sector scanned.
Should be able to get to it. As long as we have the fuel for it. We'll leave that up. And I think I really want to get the hydrocarbon tractor. Put it kind this, and we can then make use of a fuel refinery. space, but that's okay. This is the oil pipes. Oh, they just stay in the... I don't know how that works. We'll see. Well, we're testing this out. We found, why is this a little bit weird? I'm gonna wait until this is built before I put the pipes. Why is the refinery... That's a little unfortunate. It doesn't look to be working correctly. Oh, this doesn't need people either. Ah, I didn't know that. Okay. We could have had more fuel. How much does this produce? 1 out of 5. So if we can store some, I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, we can. We then just run it during... I want to connect it to our normal pipes because it doesn't look like that's a thing. Ah, I wish the texture was working. I'll have to see if I can't fix that. We'll land our shuttle. We do need to open you up. We don't actually need the passenger open because anyone who moves here should be able to work. But we will for now.
New colonists have arrived.
Ah, that's kind of unfortunate. I'll have to try and fix this over, but I will say it's a little bit weird to find hydrocarbons on Mars. It does imply that there was life or some kind of unique geology to produce the hydrocarbons. Tend to be like oil, coal, natural gas. We can open another shift up with the unemployed people. And now, I guess if I'm waiting on things, we have a little bit of time before our rocket gets to Earth and whatnot. Should I give kind
Anomaly
of
analyzed.
a little like math fact, one of my favorites. So everyone knows like infinity is kind of like
Sector scanned.
unlimited. Is kind of literally means uncountable. But in mathematics, there's different sizes of infinity, and partially that has to go to its
Funding received.
If you have one size of things. All right, let me think if I want to bring more people to Mars. I think we have to open spots, so I do. So let me get this, and well, I'm selecting people. Is if you can match things up, they're the same size. So, for example, like the counting numbers is one size of infinity. There's not an end to them. You keep counting. Likewise, I want to make sure I get this right. All the ration are the there's wait to make it like kind of simpler, if you match things up, so like negative numbers and the natural numbers, the counting numbers, the positive ones, are the same size, because you can find a way in which you go like you can map them together. For example, like you map one, but then you map 2 to -1, you go back and forth. So if you give me any negative number, I can tell you a positive number that maps to, and likewise any positive number I can tell you the other one it maps to. And because there's infinity, you can kind of map them up. I believe that also works for fractions. You end up kind of making it's a lot more complicated, but if you think of fractions like on a grid, where you have like the numerator and denominator, you have like in planar coordinates, kind of got like map it all around. the irrational numbers, so like pi, anything that's like non-repeating decimals, they are a different size of infinity. There's no way in which you can map the counting numbers or the whole numbers to include the irrational numbers. But when you do get irrational numbers, like if you think irrational numbers like fill the numbers between each other. So like between like 1 and 0, all of that's like filled with that. But if you think about fractions, they're all like dotted along it. There's like tons and tons and tons and tons of more irrational numbers than they are of the other numbers. And because that line's filled, when you have irrational numbers, and that includes like the counting numbers, so like when you include them at least. So when you have all the real numbers, they're filled. And if you take you map all the numbers between 0 and 1 to the entire number line. And kind of like the way to think of it is if you draw a point and then you have your number line, you take the numbers between 0 and 1 because it's filled, and you kind of stretch it so it's around it. You could draw a point from that to anywhere on the number line and then pass through your curved numbers between 0 and 1, and you'll hit one of those numbers, and then you'll hit the number line you want to go to, and you've mapped all of them. So you've proven that's like a really simple close in which you can kind of see prove that they've gotten all mapped. I kind of want to see this new unknown one. Might lose our rocket, but oh well. And the final infinity, and this will be my last for talking to math, is in math you can prove that something is true. You can prove that something's false. And you can also do these weird, like, it is not true and it is not false. So, you can postulate that you can ask in mathematics. So you can be like, hey, is there a size of infinity between the counting numbers and the real line? And you can prove that it is not true. You can prove that it's not false, which is different than proving it is false and proving it is true. So it is a whole in mathematics if there is a size of infinity between counting numbers and real numbers. Let's go into our event. Treasure hunt. Following a signal of exact mathematical sequences. A little relevant. The expedition has discovered a teeny probe buried in the sand. When approached, the probe projected a message of complex ciphers and codes. It's definitely something of human origin. No alien there, for better or worse. But questions remain. Who put it there? What's the message? New technology. Oh, cipher. Oh, we have all the data crunching ones, and it's going to be, we're going to need some top-notch scientists to start crunching these numbers in computers. To start actually putting... I really, really want... Oh, wow, we went through all of our metals already? Probably making them into machine parts. I always wanted this work. I know it's not. I always wanted to trade machine parts out. Let's get the metal extractor out for now. Concrete, metal. We're in range. We're gonna dust a few things, but I think it can't be helped. The cargo in. Or the power line in. So, I also want to watch out for food. We are going down on that. I think we're better off on water, so let's put in kind of some better food. Although I say that, we're still negative during the day. Have our rocket back from the expeditions. We are low on food, so we do need another farm. We should get that down. And in fact, I can put more of the moisturizers down. Ooh, actually, if we do an outdoor farm, do it like over here. I think that's what we'll do. Then we'll say
Sector scanned.
no vegans. Works? Yeah, no vegans. In this one. And then in the diner, we'll have both the meat and the, I guess they call it food, but I guess it's like the vegetarian food now. I'm gonna run you at night. Oh, we should still be fine. Are we not hitting our power fully in the day? That's fine. We can put more wind turbines down, especially now that we're producing. And we can actually upgrade these. I should have done this when we got in the technology, when we traded it. Okay, that was unfortunately one of the ones we've partially researched and sunk a ton in. We'll also grab some more metals with our trap. And I think we'll call it there, and we'll work on fixing things up. We'll get the ranch built in the winter. How is everyone looking here? We have, man, I really want to put one more residence right there. That would help so much. One's also out of range of working there too. Would use more housing here too. No, all right, we're finished. We'll call it there. I do need to put the moisture vaporizers, but I'll make sure to do that in the next episode. So thank you very much for joining me. This is Fenris Lycon, and Shadow's sleeping at my feet, signing off.